Just a few months ago, this was Nate Whitten's world. Based in New York with a high-flying job in the fashion industry, he was surrounded by glamour and celebrities.
I had the opportunity and privilege to produce some of the biggest fashion shows in the world, ranging from Louis Vuitton to Vera Wang to Tommy Hilfiger, working alongside people like Whoopi Goldberg, Naomi Campbell, Ariana Grande.
Then Covid-19 struck.
Basically, my job finished.
Now, after 18 years away from home, he's travelled almost 17,000 kilometres and is back with mum and dad on the family farm.
I thought I would have my meals cooked for me. I thought that I would get my laundry looked after. Coming up here, ready to settle into a cruisy lifestyle, I was wrong. Mum's always nagging me to do the laundry and to clean the bathroom, and it's almost like I'm a kid again and they don't really care about my high-flying lifestyle in New York. Hey, Dad, am I a good house guest?
Yeah, very good house guest. Yep.
You sound hesitant.
Oh, I had to think about it for a second.
Coming home, it was a weird transition in terms of I love that I get to spend this much time with my family. I feel a lot safer here than what I do in New York, and a lot more protected. But at the same time, I'm leaving behind a partner, I'm leaving behind a really great career.
There are more than 6 million families in Australia. It's estimated that about 1 in 4 of those households have a son or daughter over the age of 21 living at home. It's too soon to have firm data, but a survey by online consumer comparison website Finder found that 1 in 5 of those households has a son or daughter who moved back because of coronavirus. That equates to about 330,000 young adults.
It's like Christmas on steroids for some people. For others, it's just really happy families, and it's a great time to be together.
Financial advisor Helen Baker warns that such shared households may face a range of challenges.
I think it is tricky because you've got people who have been independent and living on their own and got their way of life. So to come back home is going to be a sense of adjustment. The noise factor, the privacy factor, how does all that work? And every family will be different. So it could be like really challenging because there's a lot more people in a smaller space.
We certainly had some reservations around how it was all going to practically work. Were we all going to end up in arguments? Was it going to be a complete disaster and we'd have to pack up and, go back home and try and figure out another way of managing everything?
Millie DeMaio and her husband Massimo have moved from their Sydney apartment to her parents' home in the Snowy Mountains.
We got these.
You got Lego.
And these are the fastest ones.
They're the fastest.
The idea of being in our small flat in Sydney with 2 5-year-olds and trying to manage, homeschooling kids and working full time, it just didn't feel realistic.
We had talks with our employers and then we just got permission to work remotely and off we came.
She's a good pitcher, I can tell you that.
She's a good pitcher, yeah.
It was a good pitch.
I wasn't on the phone as much today.
No, you weren't.
Circumstances have also changed for Millie's parents, Rosemary and Jeremy Paul.
It's a business that I own stopped, 100%. So, and Rose, a therapist, stopped dead, so nothing. So no income, which is, difficult.
We need to find the 2 white bits.
As Millie and Massimo worked, the grandparents took over the home schooling.
It's got to be here somewhere.
But becoming teachers was a challenge, definitely. And, you try to make sense with them and all that sort of stuff, but we're completely inexperienced at that, and of course they take no notice at all. They just do exactly what they want to do.
What was your favourite thing today?
When I rode my bike.
Despite some initial concerns, it's been a positive experience.
It's really changed the way that we interact. It's evolved our relationship from being one where it's sort of parent and child to being on the same level.
While it may not be such a good experience for all families, Advisors like Helen Baker suggest that going home may be the most realistic option.
If you can go home and be safe and contribute, you might have to mend some bridges in some cases, but it could be a good thing.
Back in rural Victoria, Nate is grateful to have a place to call home in Australia for now, but says he has unfinished business in the US.
The way I've been approaching it is that this is not permanent. This is a temporary measure that we all have to take. I don't think I've finished my time in New York. I'd love to go back and really do a few more years.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.